I've had the idea to do a video on Minecraft demo accounts for basically the entire time I've been doing the Minecraft Uncovered series. Even back in May, when I made that first invalid video, my original plan was to do a video about dupe accounts, which I did a few weeks later, and then a video about demo accounts. Unfortunately, I ended up scratching it off the list of ideas because, well, there just wasn't enough to talk about, or at least so I thought. For the past few months, since I started working on the September 15th, 2011 invalid video, I've been researching these old, changed invalid names more than ever, and making decent progress. Just this past week though, myself and some members of my Discord spent quite a bit of time researching into these, and we found some very interesting new info. So, the demo accounts, which originally were so obscure I probably couldn't even make a 5-minute video about them, are now back and better than ever. But before we get into the main part of the video, I should explain what these demo accounts actually are. Now, demo accounts, legacy accounts, non-premium accounts, and so on are all basically the same thing, which are very old Minecraft accounts that registered usernames without ever buying the game. It was an interesting business model for a video game, giving demo users a full account and everything, and as a result it was heavily abused before they cleared most demo accounts back in February of 2015. Since you could make unlimited free accounts, people would of course use this to claim usernames, and while some used this in the intended way, many others would go on to create thousands of demo accounts, if not more, to save an OG, semi-OG, or otherwise special username for themselves. Along with them, though, were those that made a special name on accident. These names could have had no meaning at all, in fact, but there was one thing that would make any username special, and that thing is an invalid character. And of course, since these were the very early testing days of Minecraft, the username system was constantly being broken in pretty much every way possible. From the hundreds of invalid usernames created by veteran players of the game, to 7 unique one-character accounts that have disappeared from Minecraft entirely, this is the mystery of Minecraft's demo invalids. Now, since making a non-premium account was free, more of these would initially be registered than actual Minecraft accounts, and as a result, more invalids would be made this way as well. On top of the few hundred premium invalid accounts that we know of at least, there were likely thousands of invalids created as non-premium names amongst the hundreds of thousands of demo accounts. Unfortunately, though some were made into premium accounts like X, many others were destroyed in a massive wave on February 4th of 2015. Of course though, these accounts were owned by real people, and a pretty big portion of these invalid usernames were mentioned on the internet, found on cracked servers, linked to forum accounts, and so on, and so we can at least begin to piece their story back together. But where to start? Well, the first and most obvious place to search would be Google, and a quick search for invalid username lists leads us to the infamous 2009 invalid pastebin. This was actually created by a guy named Can, who's been helping with the account info list for about a year now, though he's been researching invalids since 2017. Regardless, this pastebin was one of the first things I saw when I started to research invalids, and judging by the fact that over 7,000 other people have seen it too, I'm probably not the only one. All these usernames have been checked on the Mojang API, and no new invalids were found from it, but it's still a good look at what might have been some of the earliest invalid accounts, or accounts in general really, that were ever created. Keep in mind, Minecraft came out on May 17th of 2009 and didn't really blow up for a few years after that. These accounts, having all been found from various server logs from 2009, were likely within the first few 100,000 accounts that were made. Even most premium invalids, with the exception of a few like Mr.lol and Mr.pappy before it was changed, were created in 2011 or afterwards. So having nearly 400 of these old invalid names in one place is a pretty big deal. Now, a lot of people don't view this list as legit because many of the names seem very odd for a username, and more likely that it came from chat logs or somewhere else. Some of the names in this list though were confirmed to be real at one point, which we talk more about later, and some are also backed up by other name lists, which brings me to the KGB hosting list. This is an extremely recent find, from October 16th in fact, and this was what basically started the huge train of new account finds in the Discord server that I mentioned earlier. It was found by Eat Markers, so huge shout out to him, and after he posted it, I of course had to go through the whole thing. This list is essentially just a big list of Minecraft usernames from August of 2011 that was split into a few posts on a Croatian gaming forum. And for the next hour and a half, We went through each post, grabbed all the usernames, sorted them out, and extracted exactly 319 invalid usernames, all of which were put into a big list for me by Sunglasses, who's also in the Discord, so thank you for that. Granted, this list does say that it's made up of premium accounts, but based off the fact that there are names that appear to have never existed as a paid account, it seems they're including non-premium accounts as well. The post is in Croatian, so maybe we're misinterpreting it, and he just meant something along the lines of, all the accounts were real and not fake usernames in a cracked launcher, or something like that. The purpose of the list isn't clear either. It wasn't including emails or passwords or anything, so it probably wasn't to hack accounts. They weren't including IPs, so it didn't seem like a malicious database leak. He might have been looking for skins based on some other messages in the thread, but his sources and intentions are for the most part a complete mystery. Compared to the 2009 invalid pastebin, many more of these names seemed like actual usernames, and some are in both pastes, like Mr.Ruff, Ferris.Manus, and more. Others are even backed up by old foreign forum posts and Minecraft forum profiles. On that note, there are also a ton of names that we found in those places by themselves that didn't come from any leak or name list or anything like that. Some, like Dr.Sakuya PhD and T.Pinkelman, were found a long time ago and they've been talked about quite a bit, but others are still being found, like Dr.Block, which was also found by EatMarkers just an hour or so after we got the KGB hosting list. We checked Dr. Block's linked YouTube channel for any videos that might show his username, but unfortunately, no luck. He's still active though, so we're trying to contact him and get more info right now. I also found the name Piscadelic Dot on Bucket forums, Duke 2.0 on Bay 12 forums, Dark.Cloud3 on Minecraft forums, and Eric-Holmes and Lexa-is-PTZ both on Rupor.sampo.ru, which appears to be some sort of online Russian forum for an old Minecraft server. There is also one other source we found that has records of one-character Minecraft accounts, but none of these have proof anymore. Back when NameMC was just starting out, a Reddit user who since deleted his account posted on a thread about a guy who saw G on his server. He linked tons of one-character accounts from NameMC, including the expected ones like 8, F, G, X, and so on, but also some names that we've never seen before. K, L, P, Q, S, 2, and 9. None of these have NameMC records anymore, of course, but the running theory is that all these names did actually exist as non-premium accounts, and they got removed a while back. He also included some more recently deleted accounts like R, U, Y, and Z, but we can confirm that these all existed. U, Y, and Z were soft deleted a long while back and recently pseudo-hard deleted, and we can still see their UUIDs and usernames in parts of the API. As for R, it's a very interesting situation that I should have a video on within a few weeks, so I'll leave it alone for now. Now, all these names are great and all, but none of them can really be proved real. I mean, we're really just going off the word of a few really old players, and it's very possible that they lied, that they said something wrong, that we misinterpreted them, or any of a billion other reasons that these accounts didn't actually exist. However, there are 3 non-premium invalids that almost definitely existed with proof. The first of these is one known as Dr.Dents, and though I'm not sure when it was first found by the community, I personally found it through a 2013 Minecraft forum post about names with periods in them. That thread mentions Dr.Dents and another name, 24.199.237, and though the latter has a bit of an explanation, there's not any actual proof. Dr.Dents though has a YouTube video linked about it, which of course was deleted before I ever got to see it. Just my luck. Fortunately, you can still copy the video link, and when you search the video's unique ID on Google, you can get tons of old posts that included the title of the video, which just appears to be Minecraft-Earth. Going back to YouTube and searching for Minecraft Earth videos, I found this one from 2010, and if you look in the bottom left about a minute in, there he is, the one and only Dr. Dents. The account doesn't exist anymore, and it was on a non-premium server, so the name was most likely a non-premium account, but it's still one of the very few invalid usernames that have actually been spotted in-game. Next up is _dash. However, before we talk about it, I would like to say that there is a pretty decent chance that this account might be faked, and even more so because those non-premium accounts were all deleted back in 2015, and this was posted with proof in 2016. Originally, it was found about 4.5 years ago when it was being sold on mc-market.org. He listed it up in the appraisal section along with another account, Sick. And fortunately, even though mc-market.org removed all account appraisals a while ago, he didn't tag it as an account, so we still have the proof. Unfortunately, nobody at the time believed that the names existed, resulting in exactly 16 people laughing at him and even getting him banned from the site. But they might have been wrong, and we know that because he provided proof not just of owning sick, but of owning _dash. If you click on the Giazzo link in his original post, you're taken to a GIF of him on the old Minecraft Legacy account page with the username, and he even refreshes the page to prove it's not faked with inspect element. Regardless, it's gone now, ruining not just an invalid account but an emoji account as well, which there aren't really many of anymore. Finally, we have the name /o/. The proof for this comes in the form of a screenshot that was uploaded to Imager on the middle of 2017, so it could be faked. Keep in mind, this is all just hearsay that's been generally accepted amongst my group of friends and invalid name enthusiasts, so others might have a completely different story or might even say the account never existed at all. A pretty reputable guy in the community told my friend about it and said that it was originally publicized and owned by a guy named Jordan or Dreams, who also owned some other non-premium invalids and the account F before it supposedly got locked and he left the community. Other than that, it seems that this account and the proof for it just appeared out of nowhere, and they were gone before we ever got to see the account in its full glory. Gone forever, just like every other non-premium name in this video and most likely every non-premium invalid that's ever been created. But don't give up hope just yet. There are still just a very small amount of demo accounts that are still around, most of which are known because they appear to be dupe accounts like Jerome ASF, LOL, and ABC. If one of these demo invalids were still kept around after all these years, then it's just a matter of time before it's found, and when it is, it'll make history. Until then though, we'll keep searching. That's it for the history of Minecraft's invalid demo names. I tried to get pretty much all of this done over the weekend because school is the definition of pain and I'm spending more time on this garbage than I am on anything that matters, but nothing I can do about that, right? Anyways, I should still hopefully be able to keep up the weekly videos. I kinda lost my lead a few weeks ago when I was starting to work on the sniping and 2-character videos, but I think I can get ahead again maybe and be able to have videos done, more than 2 hours before it's supposed to go up like with the last one. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm gonna go watch a movie or something. Have a good one. Peace.